It's an early morning here on the Paducah City dock, and there are so many looper boats here. It was nice to have some company, and after anchoring for 2 days, really good to get off the boat. But this Paducah City dock is really nice, and the same guy, John, that tied us up last time we were here 2 years ago is still here, so that's nice to see. We just walk up the ramp there and go into the town of Paducah, and there's a lot to see, there's a lot to do. We talked to a boat yesterday that had been here nine days already, so we're going to just be here one day. You see a little fog out there on the river. That's the Ohio River out there. We're slowly waking up and getting ready to go. Look at the beautiful sky. The sun's getting ready to come up. We are getting ready to head out. Sam just turned on the engines. We're warming them up. It's gonna pull the power. I'm gonna figure out a loose tie plan here. Hope you're having a great day.
You got it.
Thank you. We had some help just watching because we are parallel parked between a sailboat and a trawler in front of us. So nice easy morning getaway. Looks like we're the first to take off of all the loopers that are here today. So you good? Plenty of room. Yeah. Bye. Looks like a second boat's coming behind us. Yeah. Okay, so there is the ramp, goes up to Paducah. We ate at Grill 211 and we highly recommend it.
We are underway from Paducah, Kentucky. We're going to go up to Tennessee River through the Kentucky Dam, and we thought about calling them, but we're just going to go because it seems like when you call them, they give you something different when you get there anyway. So our plan was, we haven't had breakfast yet, so we're going to go up there. It's about 2 hours up there, and if we have to, we will anchor and have breakfast. If we get an inclination as we get closer that they're going to let us through, we'll make breakfast on the way, right, Rev?
That's right, Sam.
Yeah, so anyway, it's great to have you along. A little bit of fog out there, not really fog, I guess just from the water being warmer than the air. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of that's going on right now. So got a tow pushing up there. Looks like he's going to be out of the way, but he may be going up to Tennessee. We'll just see what happens there.
This is Ohio right now.
Yeah, we're at
right?
the Ohio. We're but we're soon here. About where that tow is up there,
okay.
That's the Tennessee, the start of the Tennessee River.
Okay.
So we'll be going upbound on the Tennessee until we hit the Pickwick area, and then we'll be going downbound on the Tennessee Tom. So far in our journey, we've done the Illinois River, the Mississippi River, the Ohio River, and so now we're hitting the Tennessee River. So lots of rivers.
The sun's in our face right now, but the difference in the Ohio River that we're leaving, going to the Tennessee River, all of a sudden it's a denser fog. Now why would that be, Sam?
Well, I think the water's a little maybe different temperature. I don't know.
Well, it has to be a different temperature.
Or
you play one on this channel. What are you talking about?
Who knows?
But it's weird that we're coming up to a different river, and now we have denser fog.
And of course, we have some land out there and all that kind of stuff too. So,
yeah, on both sides, pretty close to us. You need to put on some lights or something?
Yeah, we're going to turn on the lights. We're also going to slow it down a little bit here.
All right.
Yeah. And we're going to put on the radar. How's that?
Yeah, that's even better.
All right, so this is a classic case of, you know, looks good out there, and then you get along and you hit fog. So you got to know what to do when you're doing this. And particularly, we were doing about 8 miles per hour, and in front of us we have a tow pushing a barge, and so we use our equipment. Using the AIS, I could tell how fast he was going, and I also put on my radar, and I could tell I'm closing on him. Okay, now as the fog got thicker, I lost sight of him. So now procedures tell me to reduce to bare steerage, and also sound fog signals. So that's what we did. We reduced to bare steerage. We have a boat following us. I radioed him and told him we're reducing our speed so he doesn't eat us up, and just take it safe. So that's what you need to do. Now I called this tow here to see what he was doing and whether I could pass him, and he said he's going in up here, so just to go ahead and pass him on the one, which we're doing. Now I have another one up here who's just pulled out, and he is just a tow without a barge on it. He's probably going somewhere to pick something up, and he's the William Eric, and I'm looking at his information on the AIS to see if I can pick up anything on. It says that William Eric is doing 7.6. Doesn't tell me where he's going or anything like that, but I'm sure he's just maneuvering in this area to pick up a load or transport something, who knows. But you know, fog, it's going to happen to you where you get out there and then all of a sudden you get into something else. You got to know what to do and be safe. Be safe. And if you have to, if you don't feel comfortable, turn around, get out of it.
We're passing this marine, James Marine. It's a dry dock for these tows to come in to get worked on. It's fascinating. We're starting to see some fall colors over there on the left, but the most, what do you say, disturbing part is the cloud bank, fog bank right in front of us. We thought we were behind that. You can see some smoke on the water over there. We did play that song as we're going along.
Some Deep Purple.
But yeah, that is, I mean, it looks like clouds. They're so thick there, right on the water. It should be interesting.
Yeah, we got the radar on, and we'll just see what it looks like up here. We'll slow her down. We're doing about 9 miles per hour now. Simply because we can't really see what's on the banks there, and we don't want to put out a huge wake. So just taking it slow here, getting up to the Kentucky Lock, and then we'll see what's in store for us up there.
Yep. Visibility is low. Sam just sounded the 6-second foghorn. He'll do it every 2 minutes as long as it stays like this. But oh man, thought we were past this, but no, more fog. That was not fun at all. We just went through some heavy fog.
And I asked, I posted Rev out on the front with a headset and asked her what she thought the visibility was, and she said 40 feet.
It wasn't 40 feet.
It was probably
no,
less
probably
than that.
20 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, I have high confidence in my radar now because I told her as I was looking at it, I said, you might see up here just a little bit, you might see a boat out there off to the right near the shore. And sure enough, we get up there and we can barely see, and I think the visibility picked up to maybe 100 feet or so, 100 or 200 feet, and there's an aluminum John boat out there, probably 16 feet long, and we had picked it up on the radar. So, you know, that gives you confidence. So we were running up here. I had the throttles back to bare steerage, which gave us about 6 miles an hour, and Rev was watching out and ready to reverse, or you know, get the power off and reverse if we had to. So that's what you got to do. But boy, that's the worst we've ever seen.
Yeah. And I, like you said, I was standing on the bow, and it got so cold out there. Very weird feeling. But now it's over, we can see everything. It was short-lived, very, very dense fog. Got the American Spirit there. Sam called, arranged the pass. He said to hug this red over here. So we are doing that.
Passing them on to one.
I remember American Spirit.
Yeah, I do too, on the river, so.
And it seems like, wasn't there American Spirit in the Great Lakes too, a freighter?
Might have been.
Yeah.
Well, Americans, there was a couple up there, I guess, had the American prefix on it.
Those red flags means warning.
Yeah, dangerous cargo.
And it says
or
Kim,
hazardous cargo.
Kim on the side.
All right, so we're going to give Locke a call here, channel 13, and then they work on channel 14. I might switch us over. So we'll go ahead and give them a call. Kentucky Lock, motor vessel, here's to us.
Kentucky Lock to the station, calling in.
Yes, this is motor vessel, here's to us, plus 2 other PCs behind me looking for up-down lockage. We are 5 minutes out.
How many of you?
I think a total of 3.
Take it right back to the fucking craft. Hey, if you would, go ahead and ease on up this way, and we'll get y'all locked. Y'all got lucky. We got a damn band of single. Headed towards, we'll fix and open up fix in about a minute. Go ahead and head this way, but get with Robert T. Stone. He'll be on 13. See where he wants you guys to get the exchange. And once you guys do the exchange and get past, you come on up. But I'm gonna need once you get there, give me a shout. We'll direct you where to go in the log.
All right, so ease it on up, and you have a downbound in there now. And you said it is the what was the call sign?
His name is Robert Stone, Robert G. Stone. If you would, he's going to be headed down towards you, and he's going to be on 13. Give him a shout, or get on 13 and listen to him, and once he gets by you, get back on 14, and when you get up this way, give us a shout when you get to the log, and we'll direct you where to go in the log. But go ahead and ease this way. Get back on 13 and get with that Robert Stone, and he'll direct you where to go. Get out of his way so we can.
All right, we're coming up on the first bridge here. We'll go to 13, talk to Roger Stone, and we'll get back on your frequency. Switching to 13, motor vessel, here's to us. Roger Stone, motor vessel, here's to us.
Robert Stone, here's to us, Cap. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you okay. The lock asked me to contact you on 13. I've got myself and two other PC behind me and just awaiting directions as to what we should do.
Come above the I-24 bridge. Call me when all 3 vessels are above the I-24 bridge.
All right. Once all 3 vessels are above the I-24 bridge, we'll give you a call.
Thank you, Captain.
It's going to work out just fine as far as the lock goes, and we got our TC's pleasure craft on the other side of this bridge as soon as possible. You can see the Roger Stone there in the lock coming out.
That barge is coming out of the Kentucky lock-in, so as soon as we're clear of him, we're gonna inch our way over to get inside the lock.
So understand probably the 300 mark on the starboard side. Okay, 300 mark on the starboard side. Go ahead and get out there. All right, so we are in the Kentucky Dam lock.
You called it a dam lock. It's a lock and dam,
yeah.
Although I can see why you would call it that.
It's the Kentucky Dam lock.
It's been challenging.
So anyway, we originally thought we only had 3 boats coming in here, called them because they only have 3 or 4 pins that are working and they're limited. So Rev, luckily we were the first boat. We took this pin here and she's kind of tied off onto it.
Yeah, I got my fenders under the rub rail.
Yeah, she's
One
got fenders.
there,
Right.
one there, and that, can you see the orange one down
Yep.
there?
Mm-hmm.
It's got one fender below it, so I've kind of got double down there, as well as the stern down low,
Right.
to protect that.
Yeah, so she's got it fendered up.
Yes.
And
I'm in the middle of our boat because I'm the only one that's holding us against the wall.
so our first step was to secure the boat. Rev is on the pin or the bollard or the floater. The lock masters call them different things, so you'll have to get used to that. But they're a floating bollard, sometimes called a pin, sometimes called a floater. So Rev has got it under control out here. Once she did that, she cleared me to shut the engines off, and I still have the thrusters engaged. So that in case I needed to go left or right, and that may happen here as they start to fill up the lock. So I'm going to go over here now and kind of show you what happens when you get into a lock and there are more boats than there are pins. You have to cooperate. And so we have a 40-foot bay liner right behind us. We have, I believe it's a leopard cat over there, and somebody's rafted on him as well. And then we have our boat here that is rafted onto us. So when you get into a lock, and particularly if it's crowded and there's a lot of boats, Rev has taken care to put fenders on both sides. And as you get up here, the other boat that will raft onto you, you clear them in to raft on you. They not only have fenders out, but they're going to use their lines to tie to your boat. So that's how it works. Just get a bunch of fenders out, and the boat over here, Bob and Tanya on Big Bunda, they're experienced cruisers. They know what to do. So hi Tanya. Hi. And we're going to take a ride up here in a little bit. So anyway, that's how you do it in the lock, and you can kind of see the lock up there. We're going to go up. I think this is over 40 feet. I haven't looked, but you can hear on the radio that they are coordinating back here that the boats are tied off, and at some point they will close the doors and start to fill this up. Probably take at least another 30 minutes to ride all the way up there. So Kentucky Dam Lock, or as Rev likes to say, Kentucky Lock and Dam. We are in our slip at Kenlake Marina. We got pumped out. We pumped out the front and the aft head and maneuvered over here, stern in, and had a lot of help with it. So we are set here for a couple nights, and we're going to enjoy just being at a marina. All right, we'll talk to you next time.